Hey guys, Justa guy here with another episode of Fledgling Crafters. As you can see, I've sort of kitted myself out. I have diamond helmet, chest plate, leggings, and boots. They're not the best enchantments, but they're what I've gotten through trading with my armor dudes over here. There's another one who has some discounts still. The discounts I've noticed fade really fast. You have to trade like constantly with them to keep it, and then it goes away. And to get it back, you have to trade a lot with them again, like one trade at a time. If you just shift click a stack, it doesn't seem to really do much. Counts as like one trade. I got all these dudes here because I stupidly gave the guys downstairs some food. These guys right here are my breeding cattle, so to speak. Also my best farmer for trades. I've maxed this guy out almost every day, and I still don't get much of a discount. I just get one off. But yeah. But these two, right? I had 3 beds down here for a while, and I gave them some food, and they breed. And surprisingly, this little trap door here, stops everything, I guess. But it lets babies in or something, because all these dudes came up there with that trap door closed. So apparently, and then them being up here is far enough away, I guess, for them to keep breeding. I don't know. But yeah. And then I expanded this out by like 3 more pumpkins, because this wasn't very fast. I got something like 103 an hour. It was like 1.7 per minute. Which, you know, given how many emeralds I needed for trades, wasn't a lot. But, as you can see, you got the remains. I've been melting some of these down for iron, because I'm really low on iron. But, that's not what we're going to do today. First of all, let's look at our base has been vandalized. Sprucing up our base. Darny Yobo, or whatever. Apparently, somebody doesn't think my base is good enough, which, you know. To be fair, it is pretty basic. It's just holes in the ground with little put to aesthetics. I kind of want to, but I keep trying to get resources together. Right, and there's more of these around. Some of them even prevent me from opening my chest. I've been mostly just AFKing down there for like the last couple days though, to get emeralds. Haven't really came up here yet. But yeah, they're out here too. Apparently, yeah, I mean, if you just look, it's a hill. None fancy. I do have respiration on my helmet, which is really nice, because I had to mine some sand over there. I also found a sunken ship, but it had nothing but like paper. Oh wow, somebody's on there. I guess not. The server said hello. I wonder if that means Bray Boss is online managing the server. No. Now, I want to finish this, which is just my tube for my villagers downstairs, so I can get them onto here. But otherwise, I kind of want to do an iron farm. Now, it used to be you just floated people in water and that sort of worked. I could do that. I also still have excess rails from the never-ending mine shaft downstairs. I don't want the activator rails. I could have levers. Now, I've thought about making this in my base, and I probably will have one eventually, just a small one. But I'm also going to try to set one up and spawn so everybody can benefit from this. And it's going more often. But yeah, guys, I'll be right back. I'll probably keep talking to God and get started up on this. Guys, so I got the basic layout of my store, base, rail hub, whatever is going to be here on your spawn. I'm going to try to put the iron farm part up top, feed all the iron down here so people can get free iron, I guess, for minecarts or whatever they want. It's going to be a pretty small one, probably only like 1 or 2 cells because I don't want the lag spawn too much. But it'll just be loaded most of the time and people can get some free iron if they want. And then I'm also going to put whatever else I'm selling in this area. It's going to be my little store. But as here's the outline. I don't even have enough cobblestone to build this if I wanted to. So it's going to stay as an outline for now, but it's just the basic idea of sort of hanging over a little bit on this hill, going into the back, and then the front of the store is right there. And then we have some pillagers, which I'm actually going to try to kill. I feel very confident. I have full diamond gear with a couple enchantments. I think one of them is projectile enchantment, or protection 3. And I have a shield because the armor smiths just spam the heck out of them. And I think you can get emeralds from these guys. Wow, that guy's a really bad shot. I think I could get these guys to kill themselves. Doesn't seem like the arrows hurt them on the rebound anymore. So I got the banner and some experience points. These guys don't drop anything? I thought they dropped emeralds and stuff. That is very odd. All I got was a banner. That is very odd. Maybe it's the enchanters and stuff that give better stuff. No crossbows, no nothing. Let's just pop that right there, I guess. So, we gotta get our villagers up here, guys. So, we want it to be pretty high. We need it to be at least 16 blocks from where the golems fall to. So we got 16 oak. Let's do 32 though, just to give us some giveaway. And let's just try this. So I don't have to count, I just put 32 in my inventory. The golems need to be 16 blocks or more from where the villagers are, otherwise they won't spawn more. 32 is much higher than I thought it would be. Very dangerous. But I can see everything from up here. So let's get some cobblestone. So this will be the center where the zombie is. I don't have a cauldron or anything right now to put him in. But let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 6 would be where the villagers would go. And then you went 5 on the other side. 1, 2, 4, 5. I'm not sure if this is the best method anymore. A lot has changed, but this is what I know of. Basically, the zombies here, about 5 or 6 blocks out this way would be a villager pod. And 5 or 6 that would be a villager pod, because the villagers need to be about 10 blocks away from each other to not count as the same little section. So by doing 5 on each side, it does pretty good. And you can actually do 5 that way and 5 that way, and you should be okay, as far as I know. But I'm just going to probably do 2. So we got this. And then we're going to... I'm not sure about the heights. I probably should test this out in a test world. So guys, this is what I've come up with. I had to rework my old design quite a bit. One of the major things is workstations now have to be at their level or higher. You can't just have them underneath the beds anymore. I have this trapdoor, not right above the bed, but the next block higher. Oops, if I can do it. Not this one. It'll block the line of sight so they don't get scared at night. But if you do it too high, it prevents them from getting out of the little work area there. And then that's the main thing. It's still just a couple blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks, and then the foot of the bed. I don't know if you could go further. I know this works. If you go one more further out, it'd probably be a little easier, but I don't know if it's scare distance. One zombie in the middle, just bouncing up and down. Let me get daytime. On some water, because you used to be able to just put them in a cauldron, but zombies stopped swimming in the aquatic update, so you need soul sand with a water jet to push them up and down. His head goes in and out of this little slab cave. Oops. We remove this a second. You can see his head just sort of pops up and down. And actually blocks it. Broke that one. Oops. There we go. Whatever. I don't think these are absolutely necessary. I messed that up somehow. There we go. I had a whole block. You need a half slab. That way he can still bounce all the way up. He blocks his line of sight every once in a while. People get the chance to work and sleep. I don't know if the trapdoors are absolutely necessary to block his sight a little bit more, but I did it. And then for the platforms, as you can see, I was testing a variety of things. We have the fence gates all the way around to save glass if you don't really have glass. And then the half slabs, bottom slabs, so nothing spawns, sort of fencing them in. It's one block out from where the gate fences are. It seems to work. I haven't seen any of them get caught on it yet. This is the standard glass thing in the little half slab shape. It seems to be the fastest at pushing them off because they have the least distance to travel, but they do get pushed off in a much wider area, so your collection would have to be bigger. Then you just have the fence system, which instead of glass, I've not had any troubles with it in this test, but I do know in previous tests sometimes they would suffocate in fences, but I don't know. But the good thing about fences is they can't climb over it because it's a block and a half, while sometimes they can step on top of the glass walls unless you put 2 glass panes. And then this is just the straight version of this. And then up here, I noticed a couple times before I had half slabs, they'd spawn up top here. So you could just have a big circular platform in the center and have them fall off there if you didn't want to have one in every corner. More spawning sections don't really matter anymore. When they can spawn, they just find the nearest spot and spawn there, so bigger or smaller doesn't really matter. But the only problem with them up here is, as you can see, if they spawn in the dead center, they don't get pushed out until they amble and move a little bit. So if he gets slightly out of spot, then he'll get pushed off. So that's the only problem with the dead center ones. But yeah, guys, so we're going to try to build this in survival. Getting the villagers and the zombies up in the air is going to be the hard part, because it has to be at least 16 blocks from where the golems start to die, or whatever you do with them, because if they're within 16 blocks, they won't spawn another one. And as you can see, there's a big pool of them in this hole here, and then there's a pillager outpost, so they keep fighting. I have some recordings of my previous attempts not working, but for time's sake, I'm just not going to show them. But yeah, I tried having the villagers spawn, but that was much harder, because if they were floating too high in the water, they couldn't get in their beds. If they were floating too low, they couldn't work at their workstations. So it was hit or miss. But this seems to work. It's much like the old system, except, just using soul sand. But yeah, guys, let's see if we can build this. And it's going to be the hard part, because I don't have 2 computers that can play Minecraft, so I can't just tab over to another screen or whatever. I have to try to remember what I did. So guys, this is just a guy from a little bit in the future. You can see I've lost my armor for reasons that'll show up in the next episode. But I couldn't do my iron farm project because I didn't have any I didn't have an access to wool for beds, and I would need like at least 6 to 12 of them. I like my little dolphins in there. You'll notice my distance is also lost some of my view. I noticed my video thing was actually on 29, but I can put up 32. And I can see that island over there. I didn't know you could even adjust your render settings on multiplayer servers. I thought it was set by the server. But I just think it's funny that that island is the only difference really between whatever and 12. So maybe those lag spikes I got was from render distance, although I usually don't have that issue on single player even when I'm at 29 to 30. So maybe it's just the server couldn't keep up with that much rendering. But yeah, guys, so this is going to be this episode, and next episode we're going to go on a great epic adventure for sheep. But this is just a guy signing off. Catch you guys later. Bye.